The magical run from McKinney North is over, but the memories will certainly endure. Over because of a 45-16 loss to Frisco Centennial in the first round of the 4A Division II playoffs. Coach Mike Fecci joins us now. And Mike, we'll jump to the game in just a moment, but first, more than anything, what will you remember about this team?
Oh, I think it's just the fact that we fought through everything. We had to fight all year long. You know, we had to fight through lots of adversity. We had to fight through injuries. We had to fight through all kinds of different things. And just a real gutsy group of kids. I was real proud of that. I think they'll look back on it and realize that they fought through a lot and got to where they got because of guts.
On to John Clark Stadium in Plano. We look back to Friday night, North's first playoff game in 5 years. You fell into an early hole, 14-0, and you had to weather the storm.
Yeah, we did. You know, early on we were playing hard. They were playing hard, and we did. We got behind early, and we kept fighting. We came back and were able to tie that thing at 14, or not tie, excuse me, go 14-7, converted some big first downs, Hunter did, and you know, we were right there for a while.
Walling using his legs, especially in this first quarter on that game-tying drive.
Yeah, they did a good job in their secondary of flooding the areas that we were trying to throw the football to, and Hunter did a good job of, when he had to, taking off and running. And you know, we got some nice punts out of Jacob and some great coverage by our punt team to get them down there and pin them.
Yeah, two big plays for Centennial early on, the 74-yard run by Lamar Jordan, an interception return for a touchdown by Ranthony Tejada, but Walling able to complete a pass there to put you in Centennial's end of the field. And as we mentioned, down 14-0, this cuts the lead in half. Walling using his wheels, finding his way to the end zone, 41 yards.
Yeah, it was a great run, you know, and like I was telling you a minute ago, I didn't even know he had the ball there, but what a great job by the running back and him. And you know, Walling did a good job of stepping up, making throws. This big third down conversion right there to keep a drive going to start the second half.
Randy Monsier holding on right near the sideline in front of the Centennial bench, and Walling again standing tall in the pocket, delivering it to Sam Lucania.
Yeah, it's a good two-ball right there in the hole versus that coverage. Lucania did a good job of using his body to shield the defender.
Mike, the second quarter was the difference in this game. It was 14-7 going in, and Centennial rips off 24 unanswered turnovers leading to those points.
Yeah, you know, we said all along going in, you can't turn the ball over against those guys, and we did that. And, you know, they capitalized on it, and, you know, we just got to do a better job taking care of the ball.
Yeah, and uncharacteristic of your team all year. On one hand, yes, Centennial has forced turnovers all season. That's what they do. That's why they're 10-0. But your team had been able to hold on to the ball, and I guess it's a little bit of both, mistakes and good plays.
It's mistake and good plays by them, and you know, they did a good job of you know, making the plays they needed to make, and they've done that all year long.
38-7 at the half. You put together a stellar drive opening the third quarter, 16 plays, 80 yards, and we see the Devin Smith of old, much more burst this Friday.
Yeah, he came out in the second half with the man on a mission. That run right there kind of shows that, and it was a great drive to start the second half. Showed the kind of guts I was talking about earlier.
70 yards on 20 carries for Devin Smith. You just imagine if he'd been healthy all year.
Yeah, you know, it's an unfortunate deal, but I'm glad that he was able to come back and to push us into the playoffs. Great throw and catch here from Walling to Evan Jones.
How was that not a touchdown?
Don't know, but I guess you know, it is what it is. But you know, we're able to score right here. Walling pulls it down, keeps it. You know, it was a good drive.
35 yards to Jones, and then the fake to Lozoya, Walling his second rushing touchdown of the night. The final score 45-16. Overall, Mike, this has to be the launching pad for your program, your third year, and you have taken steps forward every single season. 2-8 your first year, 5-5 last year, just missing out on the postseason, and then 6-5 this year. Of course, 6-4 in the regular season, fourth place. You're proud overall of what this team has done.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's what you want to do as a head coach and as a program, is to consistently show improvement. And you know, and to do that, you got to have kids that buy in. And we've been lucky enough to have kids that buy into what we want to do and work hard. And you know, this group of seniors had a goal in mind, and they were able to meet it. And they set a high benchmark for this group we got coming next year. You know, we told them that, you know, once you get in, it becomes an expectation to get in. It's not a hope; it's an expectation. So we'll see how we handle that through the offseason.
What will you miss most about this senior class? I look on offense, it starts in the backfield with Walling and Devin Smith. Defense, a guy like Ed Garcia and Trey Williams, and a safety in Grant Mahalik. It was a senior class that had to persevere quite a bit this season and really led your group.
I think the thing I'm going to remember the most about them is what great kids they are. All those kids you mentioned, plus all of our seniors, they're just great, great kids. They're the kind of kids that make you proud with the way they carry and conduct themselves out in society. And like you say, they're a role model for others to follow. At times, we were out-athleted. At times, we were outsized. But we had great character with those kids. And I believe that's what allowed us to persevere through all that stuff that we did go through. It's a great senior class, and I'm indebted to them forever.
Mike, you mentioned having to persevere. The injuries, the off-field drama throughout the season, it was enough adversity to last a coaching career, and you had it all packed within one season. And we've talked about how this team fought through that. How did that affect you? How did it make you a better coach?
Well, I think it called me to look back on myself inwardly. It really allowed me to call upon my faith as a Christian man, and to know that God had a plan for me and for this team. And, I had to take some of my own sayings to heart. When I tell kids all the time, when you're faced with adversity, you got two choices, and that's fix it or quit, and quitting's not an option. And, every week that we'd have those things, I'd sit at my desk and think, that's what we got to do. We just got to keep going back to work, go to work, try to get better, stay the course, put your head down and fight through this, because it's going to pass, and it did. And we came out on the other side better for it. And I think that's the kind of things that made me a better coach. And truth be known, when you're lucky like I am to work with the guys that I work with, the coaching staff that I'm blessed enough to be a part of, and to have the kind of kids that we have, there were lots of times they'd pull me through stuff too. So, it was a great season. It was a trying season, but it was fun.
Defensively, you have to be excited going forward. We mentioned the losses of Garcia at linebacker, Williams at defensive end, Mahalik at safety, but you return just about everybody else, and this is a defense that emerged as the number 2 ranked defense in the district behind only Rockwall Heath.
Right, and that's what we're excited about. We've got a number of kids coming back over there, and that's a big challenge for us to go in off season and see, okay, are we going to sit there and be satisfied with the fact we got 8 guys back on defense next year, or are we going to go work to get better? And we'll find that out pretty quick, and I think I know the answer to that. And then offensively, we got some kids coming back there too, and we're excited where we are. We're excited with the foundation that's been laid by the last 2 senior classes that we've had, and now it's this senior class that we got coming next. It's their turn to take that ball and run with it.
Mike, we really appreciate your time all season long. Can't say enough.
Well, Ted, I appreciate you guys. You guys do a great job, and this is a lot of fun.
Mike, always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Ted.
Mike Fecci, head coach of the North Bulldogs, a team that could have been left for dead earlier this season. They end up making history. North ends a 5-year playoff drought.